Obviously, I need to clear something up. I never said that the World of Outlaws weren't going to California next season. I addressed that and also these curious All Star Circuit of Champions comparisons, all on today's edition of the Sprint Car Unlimited 90 at 9. When I crafted yesterday's show, it was in response to questions that I received during the World Finals. My answer led to some healthy debate on social media, which was all good. And it also sparked some head scratching comments that made me chuckle a little bit. Hey, at least I was entertained. Again, I never said the Outlaws weren't going to California. What I did say was that the options were limited with only having 2 available weekends in September to head out west. Not to mention the limited number of viable venues to choose from because of the state of California sprint car racing and other logistics. You aren't going to Paris because of fan cost, and Hanford is out because it's basically closed right now. Petaluma isn't going to host anything, and of course, Silver Dollar is High Limit Central. Tulare seems like a no-go for this year, which leaves Santa Maria, Merced, and maybe a place like Ventura and or Antioch if you want to roll the dice. I guess Stockton and Bakersfield are also options, and maybe Placerville, although they already have a high limit race on their schedule. Regardless, Brian Carter indicated on Wing Nation yesterday that he is working on California for this year. So we'll see how it all shakes out when the schedule is released in a week or two. I saw that Carson Macedo responded to yesterday's 90 at 9 and said that if the Outlaws don't go to California, they're basically a regional series like the All-Stars. He wasn't the only one to follow that line of thinking. First, let me say that Macedo is a top 5 driver in the sport. I respect his passion for his home region and also his opinion on sprint car racing. And I also believe that it is a little bit of a blow if the Outlaws don't go to California. But the All-Stars? Come on. I don't care if it's the Outlaws or High Limit. Neither is comparable to the All-Stars of old, and certainly not the new one. You can't have a series like the Outlaws with a schedule that boasts 90 races across 20 plus states or a high limit slate of 65 races across 20 plus states in the same category as the All-Stars, which consists of 30 races now and 50 races in the past across 7 or 8 states. The math doesn't work out. And I didn't even get into the money available for both series and the stiff competition. Such a comparison, which I've heard in relationship to High Limit since the series first started, is like a Volkswagen Rabbit drag racing a Lamborghini. Again, it just doesn't work. That's going to wrap up this edition of the Sprint Car Unlimited 90 at 9, and we'll be back tomorrow. Stay tuned.